You gotta love the wide open spaces of Montana. Eastern Montana especially is blessed with a lot of diverse wildlife. And if you, like me, love chasing rutting whitetail bucks, there is no better time or place to see deer than southeastern Montana in mid-November.
Now he's done. Bye-bye.
Because there are plenty of whitetails here. So welcome to my latest episode of Rugged Expeditions, trying to rattle in some monster deer, the kind of deer that dreams are made of.
Brought to you by Swift. Bullets without equal.
In these river bottoms, my method of hunting is to ease along into the wind, glass a little, and see what's up ahead.
There's that buck from last year that we rattled in. We're in the same spot. It looks just like him. I'm gonna try and see if we can get a good look at him. Maybe he's gotten bigger from last year.
When the cottonwoods get too thick, it's a great time to settle in and clash some shed antlers together to see what happens. It makes the bucks think that there are a couple of bucks fighting over a doe. Midday, the deer typically are going to lay up in the cottonwoods, take it easy for a while, and that's a great time to move to another section of the farm and see what might be hanging out over there.
Holy smokes. I guess it's big. Well, that was a nice deer. Boy, something must have been wrong with him, though. I don't think a coyote would take down a deer like that. He kind of looks like the genetics of those ones that we've been killing in this area. Tall and not very wide, but same kind of brow tines, definitely the same horn formation. Look at that thing. A lot of mass on this style. Real high. I think that one we've been seeing is his brother. That one that we were trying to get a whack at. Now let's go find his big brother. Dang coyotes.
Even though I've hunted this farm quite a bit through the years, I always find new little honey holes. Sometimes just a little bench that I've never seen before. Sometimes it's a swale that, I just never noticed. Boom, there they are. There's some more bucks.
I know we've said it before, but in eastern Montana like this, at the right time of year, you can rattle these things like I've never seen anywhere else whitetail hunting. I'm pretty sure this deer's never seen a human being. He knows what one smells like though. There he goes. I think we're too far away from these other ones. He's got a doe. It's the brother of the one from last year. Same tight, really high, and like this. There's 4 bucks behind you. Crap, that's in there. I thought that was in there. A shot here. He was over there, and he was coming around like this, and I was over here in a perfect position to shoot from. And then when he came around over to here, I thought he was behind this tree, and there's another one, a younger one, but I was watching that one with my naked eye thinking that was him, and all of a sudden he was right out here in the open at 125 yards. Well, it's too late now to go after him, plus he's spooked. Just do it again tomorrow.
Tell you this, it's going to be hard tonight to get any kind of sleep while I'm wondering what we might run into tomorrow.
this morning. The plan is we're going right back where we were yesterday morning. That big one gave us a slip last night. We had him. I thought for sure he was toast. And then, I goofed up, so off he went. So we're hoping that he's in the same general area. But the wind has switched from last night, so it's coming the same way as it was in the morning yesterday. So I'm hoping we can sneak in, use that same technique, get to the island of trees, and then get in there to the timber if we don't see him out in the opening. But we got the sun in our advantage. We can see deer out there right now. So if we find a big group of does, I think we're gonna see Mr. Big, because he's obviously the big kahuna in this neck of the woods. So fingers crossed that we didn't scare him too bad yesterday.
Other than that big one that I'd blown the shot on last night, the rest of the deer that were coming into the rattle were just not what I came to eastern Montana for.
Go on then. That's a nice frame, a nice 10-point frame. Give that guy a couple of years, he's gonna be a dandy. I think that's only a 3-year-old deer. Nice. There was a big one, and he never came through. He hung up somewhere out there. All these younger ones came in, but I don't know where he is. He was right out here. Can you believe that? 26 yards. Right there. And now he's just gone right over there. And he's trying to get our wind. But I mean, he sees us, obviously. And to put this in perspective, there's a cameraman standing right there with an orange vest on. Wide open. These deer right now, they don't care about anything. They're just cruising, looking for does and eat.
Problem with leaving the cottonwoods is that, it doesn't give you much cover, but it sure makes it a lot easier to see deer at a distance.
There's that nice young 10-point. Well, he's out there. Oh, that's one of the long brow tines. Whoa, 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 whoa. Here. That might be him right there. Yeah. Sweet. We found him. He's way out in this yellow grass. A lot of the time what these deer will do midday is they'll leave this grass and those does will lead them back into the alfalfa fields. And the buck's got no choice but to follow them in. So if they do come from where they're at way out there and they come across the corner of this turned cornfield and then head into that alfalfa, at least if I don't get, a chance at them there, I can wait them out to come across there. They're all out there milling around. There's a bunch of bucks. But that tall one is definitely he's the man. I think there's a little hump up here that they're gonna disappear behind, which will work out perfect if I can get in close enough.
As the big one started to move to the right, I knew I'd have to hustle if I was going to cut him off before he disappeared into the trees. There's only one way to close this distance, and that's to hustle. I gotta get out to where I can catch him when he comes across that opening. All I kept thinking was, I can't blow a second chance at a deer like this.
There he is. After all the time we've been close in on deer, and now this one, this big one, gives us a slip. He's way, way out all day long. We couldn't get close to him. Finally, he followed that doe out. We've got the wind at our back. He came out, he knew something was up. All I could do is give him a long poke like that. Woo! All of a sudden it got hot out. Mondo whitetail, down. Let's go see. You gotta like it when they're bigger on the ground than they were on the hoof. That is a rare occasion that happens, isn't it? Holy smokes. What an animal. This is probably the coolest deer I've ever killed in my life. Look at these cheaters on him. This is something else. Look at these two right here on the front. I knew he had this one here. I saw this. He was always at such long distance, it was hard to tell exactly, but this one here I thought was just a little nub, but it's nice as well. That's probably 2 inches. Really cool eye guards. This one's got a fork in it, this eye guard here. That's another couple points. Hoo-hoo! Talk about character. This thing's got more character than Walt Disney had. Look at that. This is something else. Oh, look at him from the side when you can see that cheater coming off the front. I don't care where you're hunting whitetails. If you can get one like this that's got a bunch of junk and mass, an old deer, that's what you go whitetail hunting for, isn't it? Oh. I'm so happy to be back here once again with Perkins Outfitting in Eastern Montana. Eastern Montana keeps producing great bucks for us year after year, and it's such a pleasure to come back here. It feels like coming home again. Every time we come here, we get a dynamite deer. We get the chance to be with old friends again and hunt these tremendous whitetail out here. I don't know what this one's gonna score, but who cares? When you get character and junk like that, kind of reminds me of that song, you know, I like my deer just a little on the trashy side. Right on.